National Academy of Administration, Missouri. A prolific writer and columnist, Dr. Bose has brought out 350 publications, including 70 books, which is now 160 in number. 9 languages consisting of novels, short stories, poems and essays. 4 of his books have become bestsellers. He is the founder of many innovative movements and institutions in the field of affordable housing, good governance, healthcare, science and technology, rural development, education, gender mainstreaming and communal harmony. The pioneering institutions set up by him, such as Nirmiti Kendra, Building Center, District Tourism Promotional Council, Fair Peace Shops for Medicine, have been replicated at the national and global level. He has represented India in the European Council for Nuclear Research, CERN, Geneva, and the International Fusion Energy Organization, ITER, France. He was the chairman of Atomic Energy Education Society. Dr. Bose has been the recipient of 33 international and national awards for his outstanding contribution in different fields. In recognition of his pioneering efforts in the field of housing, nations have selected his initiative as Global Best Practice 4 times. Government of India awarded him the National Habitat Award. He was the head of the prestigious Supreme Court Committee on the treasure of his Sri Padma Swami Temple, Kerala. An internationally renowned orator, Dr. Bose has addressed many prestigious global fora, including United Nations General Assembly. Known for his wit and humor, as a speaker and writer, Dr. Bose has won more than 100 prizes, including 15 gold medals during the university days. He was the best speaker of Kerala University 3 consecutive years and topped in the debate of IS Training Academy, Missouri. Dr. Bose was chairman of working group which prepared the development agenda for Kerala, presented to the Prime Minister of India. Dr. Bose's concept of affordable housing for all Indians is reflected in the national project to provide houses for all. Dr. Bose's motivational speeches and inspirational writing have received global recognition and acclaim. Since his superannuation from IAS, Dr. Bose has been devoting his time in efforts in upholding India's heritage, nationalism through his writing, lectures and media interviews. His efforts at social integration and mainstreaming of minorities has made perceptible impact in society. Sir, His Excellency, it's an absolute honor for the whole institute that you are here today to grace the occasion. Kindly enlighten us with your words of wisdom.
Honorable Minister, Education, Government of India, and my dear friend Dr. Sumanta Majumdar, Professor Arvind Chaube, Director NIT Durgapur, Professor Krishna Banik, Chairperson AI Ai Summit, Professor Shibendru Shekhar, Organizing Secretary, faculty, industrialists, my very dear students and teachers. I am delighted to be here on this auspicious occasion when the alumni, the academia and the industry are having this conclave. First of all, let me share a happy secret with you. As the Governor of West Bengal, I had the opportunity to address many large meetings like this, including convocations. But may I share with you, this is one of the most dignified, most disciplined conferences I am meeting. The credit goes to all of you. I am particularly thankful for the nice words that were spoken about me, and I wish my wife were also here to listen to this. I'm really impressed by the sense of participation which is coming from the audience here. But I'm scared of one thing. Too many photographers here. I had a discomfort some time back. There was an international conference of doctors. There is one person who had a very modern camera run through robotics and artificial intelligence. He took my photograph. My photograph looked like an amalgam of Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan. So proudly I showed my photograph to my wife. You know what she told me? She looked at the photograph and told me, photograph is better than the original. I'm scared of photographers. I'm very happy to share this platform with my young friend, Dr. Sugandha Majumdar. I tell you, he is such an ideal as a youth leader that I can assure you, within a few years he will go to great places. And I wish him the best on behalf of all of you. I am a student of literature. I have nothing to do with technology. I am ignorant about technology. As T.S. Eliot says, I am no Prince Hamlet nor was meant to be. I am no Prince Hamlet nor was meant to be. I am an attendant lord. Similarly, I have to confess my ignorance about technology. I am no technologist nor was meant to be. But I am, in my role as governor, I am forced to speak on various topics of which I have no command at all. Here you are dealing with the exhibition I saw. There is artificial intelligence, there is microchip, there is great technology, robotics is there, technology which can control climate change is there. I am ignorant about all these things. There again I will like to share with you a discomfiture which I had when I happened to be the district magistrate or district collector. At some stage, I was also the secretary culture. As secretary culture, we organized a cultural meet in Delhi. There, we decided to honor many of the cultural leaders of India. Then somebody told us in Vigyan Bhavan, this was held in Vigyan Bhavan, the police commissioner informed us, sir, some student unions will penetrate in the hall and create trouble. So we decided that entry into the auditorium will be based on passes issued by the police commissioner. Policemen were also put on duty to check the passes. First, Amitabh Bachchan came. Amitabh had forgotten to take the pass. The policeman asked him, sir, where is the pass? Amitabh said, sorry, I have forgotten to take the pass. Then people said, this is Amitabh Bachchan, don't you know him? He is going to be honored today. The policeman said, then I want to prove that it is Amitabh Bachchan. So he narrated some dialogue from Diva. Proof enough, he got it. Then comes Amjad Ali Khan. He also forgot the pass. They asked for proof. He played on the sitar, proof enough, he was also late. Then comes Yesudas, the singer. He also had no pass. For proof, he sang a song. Proof enough, he was also late. I didn't know any of these things. I was a culture secretary organizing this festival. I came in my white ambassador car with a red beacon light. At that time, anybody could use the red beacon light. Now not. I came straight away, went into the auditorium. The policeman stopped me. He asked me, sir, where is the pass? I said, pass for me? I am the culture secretary. The policeman said, sir, but the pass is required, otherwise proof is required. I said, proof for me? Then he said, sir, I don't take it that way. Sir, Amitabh Bachchan came here, Amjad Ali Khan came here, Yesudas came here. They had no pass, they showed proof. I got wild. IAS arrogance. I told Amitabh Bachchan, Amjad Ali Khan, Yesudas, who are these guys? Then the policeman asked me, sir, you don't know these guys? I don't know them, why should I know them? Then the policeman told me, now no proof is required, you are the culture secretary. So it is this background that I am here to speak to you. I cannot speak on technology here. I'm very happy that as a former vice chancellor, now of course chancellor of more than 50 universities, I know the industry academia, alumni linkage. is a turning point, a game changer in India, especially in the India of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. For Mahatma Bharat, through infrastructure transformation which you are seeing everywhere, through Jan Dhan and UPI financial inclusion, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, agricultural empowerment and reforms, green energy and space leadership, global diplomacy and leadership, make in India, make for the world, the initiatives in the various fields of industry. India is galloping towards to be the third largest economic power in the world. It is rightly in this context that this conclave is being made. This happy marriage of industry, academia, and the alumni is very important for India's progress. And alumni, when I speak about alumni network, I happen to be the alumni of BITS Pilani. Last time when I went for their annual meeting, I was told that 13 unicorns are from BITS Pilani. I'm sure from the alumni here also, there must be new ventures and unicorns will be there. I'm very glad that, and I was told in the exhibition when I was going through that, a lot of patents have been received by many of you. That means India is growing. As the Honorable Minister said, India is strong, we should assert we are strong. India is great, we should assert we are great. India is ready. India is ready to rejig and reboot. And this alumni network is going to play a big role in India's march ahead. When I speak about alumni network, Obama and Michelle Obama, it is said that Obama's success was largely to the efficiency of Michelle Obama. One day, when Obama was president, he took Michelle to a very reputed restaurant in Washington. The owner of the restaurant was an alumni of the same school in which Michelle studied. So he called Michelle, "Can I have 5 minutes with you?" They were laughing and giggling. Obama did not particularly like that. Then he asked Michelle, "What are you discussing with him?" He said, "He was my schoolmate. What did he tell you?" He told me that in school he loved me, but he didn't have the courage to tell me. Then Obama said, "Oh, if you had married him, you would have owned this big restaurant where we are now." Michelle replied, "If I had married him, he would have been the president of America." So the network of alumni can lead to any extent which you don't even think of. And then now when we spoke about India, we used to be ridiculed as a nation which feeds on imports. There was some at a stage when we were depending on American wheat. It was said, ship to mouth existence for India. That is the time of the PL 480 funds. Now, India has a surplus in agricultural production. Our buffer stock is more than what is required. India's granaries are bubbling, overflowing. That is the level of development towards India has come. Why has it become possible? The vision of the youngsters, I would say. The youngsters of India, they are second to none in the world. You give them command, go. They are willing to go reach any impregnable fortress where knowledge and fortitude are required. We are the youngest nation in the world, and the youngest nation has got a lot of energy which is pent up within. We have to unleash the energy of the youngsters. Vision needs to be clubbed with action. If you have vision without action, there is no result. If there is action without vision, that the result can be counterproductive. Any movements in the world, be it the French Revolution, be it the American Revolution, be it the Russian Revolution, be it the mother of all revolutions, India's freedom struggle, all this came as a result of the vision of one man or a group of persons. Before Michelangelo dipped his brush in paint, he had a vision of what the paintings of the Sistine Chapel should be. Before Shakespeare put his pen in ink, he had a vision of what Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, or Hamlet should be. Everything, as you know, is born twice. First in the mind and then in the field. Yes, that is why Milton said, the mind is its own place. The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. Don't you agree with me? The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of hell. So it is when the marriage of minds take place, the minds of the academia, the minds of the industry, the minds of the alumni, when these minds come together, a terrific change is happening. The type of change that is happening in PM Modi is transcendental India. PM Modi is transformational India. What is that type of change? When the right persons come together and work together, it is said, coming together is beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. You the alumni, you the academia, and you the industry, you have come together, keep together, work together, a great transformation will be there. The Nobel laureate W.B.H. has written in his poem, Easter 1916, about the Easter Revolution. He said, all changed utterly, a terrible beauty is born. All changed utterly, a terrible beauty is born. That is what is happening in Narendra Modi's India. All changed utterly, a terrible beauty is born. That is what is going to take place when the academia, the industry and the alumni can come together. All changed utterly, a terrible beauty is born. It is that beauty that we are coming here, witnessing here. You know, this organization, this alliance of the academia and the industry and the alumni, it is going to be the focal point towards which many attributes will come together, and this metamorphosis, this change, this transformation will take place. That is, there is a botanist who has written in his biography a strange phenomenon. He was walking through the jungles of Africa with his students. A beautiful flower came to his notice. Enamored of its beauty, the botanist went forward to pluck it. To his surprise, he finds that the petals of the beautiful flower flies off in various directions. Adding consternation to dismay, he finds that what flew off in various directions was not the beautiful petals of the beautiful flower, but a lot of ugly insects. These ugly insects again fly back to another point, converge another point, and the beautiful flower is again born. This transformation from ugliness to beauty, this transformation to the positive from the negative, this is what happens when there is a focal point to converge all things together. I see this network of the industry, academia, and the alumni as that focal point to which varied aspects will come together, and the beautiful power of positivism will certainly come. I wish you the very best. I do not want to take more of your time. In Mahabharata, there is a scene. Arjuna says, in today's battle, I will vanquish Jayadratha. If I do not vanquish him, if I do not slay him, I will commit self-immolation. Raging battle takes place, the sun sets, battle ends, but Jayadratha is not defeated. Jayadratha is dancing in front of the chariot of Arjuna. Arjuna sits stupefied in the chariot, and nobody knows what is going to happen because he has to commit self-immolation. Then Lord Krishna, with the whip of his hand, he makes the sun rise again. Arjuna does not know what to do. The stupefied Arjuna, Bhagavan says, Krishna says, Arjuna, sun is above you. Weapon is with your hands. Enemy is in front of you. Act, Arjuna, act. Act, Arjuna, act. Now, India is telling us, act, Bengal, act. Act, NIT, act, youth, act, industry, act, academy, act. Ramane Vasukarasi, Ma Palayasi Kadajana. I want to keep my word with you that I won't take too much of your time. Again, I have to tell you a list of which I had. Again, as district collector, equivalent to district magistrate here. In a district called Kollam, I was collector for 3 years. Once there was interfaith conclave there, international interfaith conclave, almost like in Parliament of Religions in Chicago, which was addressed by the great Vivekananda. So many people came from different parts of the world to give lectures on spiritualism and the relationship between spiritual and the material. One day, it was the turn of Swami Chinmayananda. Now, Chinmayananda is known for his ability in talking about the Bhagavad Gita. So I also went to listen to his lectures on Bhagavad Gita. I know Chinmayananda ji well, so I thought as a local district collector, I thought I'll pay my respects to him. When I was waiting to see Chinmayananda, there was an announcement over microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, the flight of Chinmayananda has been delayed by 1 hour. You know the next announcement? Next announcement was, in the meantime, our district collector, Dr. V Ananda Bose, will speak to you. I didn't know what to say. I asked the organizers, what is the topic? You know what was the topic? Dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. I did not understand a thing. Have you understood anything? Please tell me. But anyway, having made the announcement, I started speaking about dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. 15 minutes somehow I managed. Then I got a chit. I was very much relieved. Normally when you get a chit during your speech, it means, please wind up, isn't it? You know what was written in the chit? Chinmayananda's flight has been delayed by 1 more hour, so please speak on. So I had to speak for 2 hours on dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. Now scene number 2. I got this, as the computer said, I received the UN Global Best Practice Award for Housing. I was invited to the United States United Nations headquarters in New York, General Assembly, where I received the award. I was also given 3 minutes to speak there. I was very happy. I was resting in my hotel room in Manhattan. At midnight, I get a call. At that time, this mobile was not so popular. It was a trunk call which came from India, long distance, lightning call. I knew it is an old lady on the other end of the phone. She asked me, am I speaking to Dr. Bose? I said, yes, ma'am. Doctor, I need your help. I said, tell me, ma'am. Doctor, I am not able to sleep for the last 3 days. So I thought she may be thinking I'm a medical doctor. So I told, ma'am, I am not a medical doctor. Then she told me, I know everything about you. You are a PhD doctor, I know that. But I need your help. I asked her, ma'am, you are not getting sleep. Are you having hypertension, that is blood pressure? I am having hypertension. I am in the habit of taking sleeping pills at night. I am in the habit of taking sleeping pills at night. Then maybe last 3 days you might have forgotten to take it. That's why you are not getting sleep. No. I took barbital 500 mg. Oh my God. Then I said, what way can I help you, ma'am? Dr. Bose, do you remember when you were district collector here, you gave a speech on dialectical materialism. 1 minute after you started the speech, I started sleeping. Can you repeat the speech again? I don't want you to say that. And not only that, recently I had a bigger discomfiture. When I joined as governor and chancellor, I found convocations were not held in the universities for long years for political reasons. So I took it my priority to hold a convocation so that degrees can be given to the students in which they can get a job. So morning and evening I started going for convocations. In one of the convocations in the university, I gave a speech for 1 hour. People encouraged me, clapping. So I thought they were enjoying my speech. I kept on. At the end of my speech, I said, we need educational reform, we need social reform, we need agricultural reform, we need industrial reform. One student told me from the audience, but you need some chloroform. So we said that, thank you very much. Wish you the very best conference.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, for your wit, humor, and the literary touch. I think the whole audience was mesmerized by your words of wisdom. And I think the whole audience complied with me